Good day everyone, this is Patrick from EasyFX Code Trading System, and it is Sunday the 29th September 2019, and this is the weekly Ichimoku analysis for the first week of October next week. Let's take a look at the Euro. And last week was another bearish week. After a previous bearish week, it could not climb higher above this previous swing low, and it continued to fall lower. I have switched this back from this fib structure to this one to show the extension and continuation move, which I had prior as well. And it has finally spiked through the 162 Fibonacci extension level and rebounded slightly. So that was on the Friday. Let's take a look at the daily time frame. So once it hit the 162 fib extension, it did find some support on the Friday. Okay, but the whole week started with a bearish news coming up from the Eurozone with poor manufacturing and services PMIs across the board, and that was the main tone for the week. This week there isn't any major news from the Eurozone. There are only a few cable related news, but the key one will be on Friday with the US non-farm payroll report, so that will be a critical one for the euro as well. Let's take a look at the cable. And it was also a bearish week for the sterling pair, and it fell after hitting the 125 psychological level. It fell all the way down to the weekly Tenkan Sen at the 122.70 area, and the low for the week was at 122.71. So we'll see whether this week it's able to recover, retest this previous swing high, and perhaps continue further down back to the 21 Fibonacci retracement level. This Fibonacci retracement, after hitting the 50 fib retracement level, it formed a doji, and this now looks like a evening doji star, which is a bearish reversal pattern, and we'll see whether there's further downside risk in the next week and next couple of weeks. As I mentioned, there's only some minor UK news this week with manufacturing and construction and services PMIs this week. The key news event will also be the US non-farm payroll report on Friday, and we'll see how the US dollar reacts to that. As we head into the first week of October, this is going to be the last 5 weeks before the Brexit deadline on 31st October. So there's going to be a lot of volatility with Brexit news every day and week. So watch out for that. And we'll see how the UK government and Boris Johnson negotiates a deal, and he needs to get it during the European summit that on the 17th of October. So if it doesn't come out with a deal, then he will need to request for an extension to the Brexit deadline, and we'll see how he works his way around that, because he does not want to extend past the 31st October deadline. So this will be a critical month for the sterling pairs. This month as well, the ECB is scheduled to meet the fourth week of October on the 24th of October, whereas the BOE will be meeting in the second week or the first week of October. And there's also the FOMC meeting right at the end of October as well, on the 30th October. So there's a few central bank rates and monetary policy decisions coming out this month as well. Okay, let's take a quick look at the daily chart, and you can see that it has fallen right to hit the daily Kijun level. So if I move this fib to this swing high, you'll see that it aligns with the 50% fib retracement level. That's where the daily Kijun is. And we'll see whether there's further bearish momentum down to the bottom of the Kumo, and right where the previous swing high is as well, at 122.09, and 38, or actually this will be at 62 Fibonacci retracement level at 122, near 122 level. So we'll see how the cable reacts next week. Okay, so do watch out for my other videos on Euro cable and Aussie dollar, as well as the spot gold and dollar yen. Right, meanwhile, have a good trading week and cheers.